Have you been dreaming about writing your own book? Well, right now is the time to get started. My name is Sigrid de Cast. My business is Sticky Big Marketing. Now I want to share with you how a book can build your brand. Firstly, anybody can write a book. It's not that hard. You just put pen to paper or, your computer gets started typing. The difference is, in order to make your book powerful, there's a number of steps you want to put in place to get started. And you need to put those steps in place before you start writing. So the program that Sandra and I offer go exactly through those steps at the very beginning so that you can build your brand with your book. I have written three different books, #1 bestsellers on Amazon. And I have been part of over 800 book launches. So that whole area is quite familiar to me. The powerful part is building your brand with your book. So let me tell you a bit about branding and what a brand is. We all know Coke and Pepsi, two major brands out there, and I'm sure you've heard of them. While Coke is probably the most well-known brand and name for that matter, apparently, Pepsi is equally well-known. There's been a rivalry between those two for as long as they exist. How do they make themselves stand out as a brand? Well, Pepsi focuses on the young audience, makes it fun in all their ads. Music uses prominence, uses people who are well known, often musical ones, those that are singing to make fun of it and really draw on life, love your life, particularly. While Coke has focused on community a lot more, so bringing together community diversity and creating that spirit of togetherness and community and diversity. In taste tests or taste challenges, interestingly, it is Pepsi that wins out for the taste. Pepsi has a sweeter taste. So when they do the blindfold testing about which tastes better, it is Pepsi that wins it. Yet people will go back to Coke. They love Coke, the whole brand, what it stands for, and the way it engages with community. So brands can be huge, powerful, globally recognizable. If that is something you're aiming for, well, get to work. There's a lot of little elements to that. But if you want to use your book to brand your business, there are also a number of elements you need to know about and put together before you get started. The three areas most important to focus on to get your branding with your book in place is, #1, the way your cover looks. Is the cover congruent with your business, with your colors, with who you are, and with what you stand for? So you need to be very sure about what is your brand. A brand is not just the logo and the colors, it's what that represents. But you want to make sure that the cover is going to be in line with that. That's the visual part of your brand. So sometimes people like to put their own face on the front of the cover. Well, if you as such are not well known just yet, then that may not be the best way for your book. It may be much better to have the title prominently displayed. So #1, to brand yourself with your book or to use your book for your branding, the cover is very, very important. It's one very important component. The second important component to create a brand or to use your book to brand yourself is the topic. What you are going to write about. That is really important because you want to make sure that it is a very specific part of your business, the part that you want to attract clients with, the part that you want the clients to come on board to you for. So let's use an example. This particular book here that I've written, The Secret of Marketing a Business Like Yours, that was specifically written and designed when I was working with small businesses with bricks and mortar locations, when I was part of business networks, when I was physically out there bringing clients on board, when I was using Sticky Beak Marketing as a full service marketing agency. Everybody wanted to know what the secret was around building their business, around really marketing their business. And that is what this particular book addressed and brought the clients for me on board. That is how I branded it at that point in time for that component of my business. So number 2 for branding, for using your book to brand your business, is to have a very specific part of your business, a specific topic in mind that you're going to use. The third really important pillar of branding, of using your book to brand your business, is that you want to have a strategy in place before you write and publish your book. The strategy is all about how is your book going to make you money. Now I want to say something that may or may not be understood. It's not the sales that make you the money. It is what that book can do for you. Now it builds your brand if it is set out and designed in the right way. And I'm telling you the 3 pillars of that, the 3 steps required for that. The third one I'm talking about now is the strategy. How is that book that you're going to write going to make you money? What are you going to put in place inside the book as you're writing it, outside of the book, for yourself to make your book work for you? That wants to be really, really clear for you before you start putting that first word down. Because that has a lot to do with how you're going to design your book, how you're going to design the cover, how you're going to choose your title and your topic, and then the strategy, how it's going to make you money, is directly related to the marketing that you're going to have put in place. Now, 3 most important areas to consider before you start writing your book. If you want to know more about this, if you want to get started with this step to get started, there are a number of upcoming half-day workshops where we do exactly that. Jump on in and get started with your book. Start on the 3 pillars to use your book to brand your business, to brand yourself. The right cover, the right topic, and the right strategy. And I'll see you again for more tips around writing your book.